Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. We have some news, but before we get into that, I just want to take a minute and ask you guys to make sure that if you like this type of content, that you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell next to it to be notified of every video I post here on the channel. And if you could do me a big favor and give this video a thumbs up, that helps the channel out greatly every time you do that. Anyway, on with the news. The very first thing that I have for you guys is from Rod's Random Work. We actually have a look at some really cool replacement feet for the Amber Collection Velociraptors that he has been working on. You can see he's got a few different styles, and man, what a difference does it honestly make on these raptors. Like, those larger feet really are an eyesore when it comes to the Amber Collection Velociraptors, but the feet that Rod has produced here honestly look perfect as far as the size goes. So again, something that will be releasing very soon, or potentially is already out from Rod. I'm not too sure. I'll have to look into that, and if they are available currently, I will put a link in the description to where you can purchase them. If they are not, hopefully they will be soon. And then as far as Guilherme Bilinski Art goes, his Acrocanthosaurus, which he had released quite a ways back, is out again with a brand new paint scheme. And such a really cool looking paint scheme, honestly. A surprisingly kind of flashy coloration for a big dinosaur like this. I think it looks great, just like the original version did. Again, really nice tones of color chosen for it. The sculpt is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of his Acrocanthosaurus, something I've wanted to get a hold of for years. But again, this particular version is currently available, so make sure if you are interested, make sure you contact Guilherme Bilinski Art. I will include links to his Facebook and his Instagram in the description. And then we have another brand new PNSO figure. And this time it's another Ceratopsian. We have ourselves a Torosaurus from PNSO, and what a gorgeous looking Taurosaurus we have. The only thing I can say I'm not a super huge fan of is the mouth. I think the mouth looks a little bit awkward, but I try not to judge figures too much when it comes to just the promo images, because you really can't tell how good a figure is going to be until you see it in hand, or at least in a good review, I think. So again, a very nice looking, in my opinion, Torosaurus coming from PNSO. We also have a younger Torosaurus included, like we had with the Stegosaurus release, so that's super cool as well. And something that's also really neat about the fact that we are getting a Torosaurus from PNSO is that I have a really cool discount code for you if you are interested in pre-ordering this on Dan's Dinosaurs. Make sure you do immediately, because this code will actually expire tomorrow, but you can get $7 off of the price tag of the PNSO Torosaurus by ordering through Dan's Dinosaurs if you use the promo code Andy at checkout. Again, this offer expires tomorrow, so make sure that you head on over to Dan's Dinosaurs. Of course, I'll include a link in the description to that as well, and pre-order the PNSO Torosaurus and use the code Andy at checkout to save yourself $7 off now before the offer expires. And then as far as Nanmu goes, they have shared a few different images with us. We have a nice up-close image of the upcoming paint variant for their Brachiosaurus, and I think it looks gorgeous. Like, absolutely beautiful looking coloration, really nice, but really natural, and really flashy at the same time coloration for this Brachiosaurus. Of course, it's only the head sculpt that we're looking at right now, but again, I am a huge fan of the initial Brachiosaurus from Nanmu, so I'll be extremely excited to see that one. We also have a look at the Jurassic Park / Jurassic World, I guess you could say, style paddock fence that they will be releasing, and you can see it painted up. It looks gorgeous. I'd assume it's going to come painted. They normally don't, but considering they're teasing us with an image of it painted, kind of makes me feel like it will be painted, but I guess only time will tell on that one. And then we also have a nice image of Mordred here, both versions kind of going face to face. Really cannot wait to get a hold of this. It might be the coolest looking Nanmu model that they have made yet, and that's really quite the statement considering the long line of amazing models from Nanmu. And then a huge thank you goes out to Dino Mike Mac for this information, but we actually have a sneak peek of some upcoming Schleich sets that we'll be releasing sometime this year. The very first one is just a listing on a website that doesn't really give us any images, but you can see it's a Schleich dinosaur parachute rescue, so I'll be very intrigued to see what that is. The second one, though, does give us an image, and we have a Schleich dino transport mission with a brand new paint variant of their Triceratops, and I feel like that Triceratops is probably one of the best Schleich figures they've released in a very long time when it comes to the original, so I'll be really excited to see this brand new paint variant when it does officially release at some point later on this year. And then as far as Marco Makes goes, they officially have another Kingdom Collection Velociraptor bust, and as you can see, we have the male Jurassic Park 3 Velociraptor, and man, does Marco ever do such an incredible job on these busts. Like, picture perfect to what a Velociraptor from JP3 looks like as far as the male goes. Everything is accounted for when it comes to those things that you know and love about that raptor, like the kind of smaller crests up there on the head and the quills on the back of the neck and everything. And the paintwork as far as the tones of color and the design is picture perfect to what the JP3 Velociraptor looks like. And then of course the glass eyes are just the icing on the cake, I think. So as always, Marco and Alex Kendrick killing it when it comes to the Kingdom Collection. So make sure you check out the Kingdom Collection. I will include a link in the description to the Etsy shop of the Kingdom Collection where you can get this and many more busts for yourself right now. And then as far as the beasts of the Mesozoic goes, we have a look at the current progress for the old Buck Sterakosaurus repaint, and man, does it ever look beautiful. Like, he is really doing a good job as far as creating that picture perfect interpretation of the old Buck Sterakosaurus, and the new horns and everything on the Sterakosaurus look great as well. Really cannot wait for the full gallery coming very soon, but just from this image here alone, I'm very hyped for this one. And then as far as Passion Charger goes, we have a look at their really cool Sierraceratops, which is officially finished. You can see the final sculpt with the base, really cool pose on it. Nice base as well with a turtle walking along. I love that addition to the set. And again, being a Sierraceratops is really cool. That's a species of Ceratopsian I have yet to see anyone make a model of. So of course Passion Charger jumping at it to create us a perfect rendition, I would say, of the Sierraceratops. When this is officially available for sale, I will definitely let you guys know, and it should be very soon. And then as far as Sanctum Archaic Stories goes, they have recently unveiled a few new species coming from their line eventually when they start to get the ball rolling on their releases, and you can see the images of the different species that we have that will be coming from them. Again, I'm really just kind of waiting it out here because I cannot wait to see what they produce. They've shown off so many nice images of upcoming models already, but I feel like many people are kind of overlooking them until we actually get to see their figures in hand, and that's hopefully something that's not too far off in the future. I will be definitely excited to see even the full reveal of the actual full painted figure of their Giraffatitan, which I know is their initial release, but hopefully we'll get that sooner rather than later, and then there will be just so much hype, I think, behind this line and all of their future releases. We also have a look at some new work from Cristian Lopez. We have seen his JP style Tyrannosaurus in the past. Well, it appears as though he is now working on a young Tyrannosaurus, and boy, is this ever a beautiful version of a young Tyrannosaurus. One thing that I really found impressive about his Rexy sculpt was how accurate and how good he was at creating that picture perfect interpretation of a JP Tyrannosaurus, and he's done it again here, honestly, with this young Tyrannosaurus Rex. I don't know exactly when this will go up for sale, but I definitely will let you guys know when it does, because this is beautiful. And then as far as W Dragon goes, they have unveiled a new model coming from them, and it's not a Jurassic Park model, so it seems as though maybe the license for the W Dragon Jurassic Park line has expired, or they're just going to create some alternate models and Jurassic Park or Jurassic World models. I'm not too sure exactly what's going to happen there, but we have a vintage Tyrannosaurus coming from them, and man, they could not have chosen a cooler dinosaur to create when it comes to a brand new model, jumping away from the Jurassic products and back into just some really cool dinosaur models. This is really awesome. So much life and so much emotion on this Tyrannosaurus. He just looks unbelievably grumpy. It was Paleo Nerd, I think, who recently kind of brought to my attention the similarities between this and the 1990s Land of the Lost Tyrannosaurus. I could definitely see a strong similarity there, but I absolutely adore vintage Tyrannosaurs. You can see we have two different paint variants, and I think they have interchangeable heads, potentially. I'm pretty sure I had read that somewhere. But this is probably one of the most exciting releases coming from W Dragon in some time, as far as I'm concerned, because again, I love vintage dinosaurs, and this is honestly as perfect as it gets. And then as far as Mattel goes, we have a look at some really cool figures coming from Mattel, but we also have a look, and again, this is thanks to Dino Mike Mac, at the back of the boxes, first of all, of the Owen, Grady, and Velociraptor beta set, which gives us a better idea, I think, of what the figures look like, and of course that really cool little fox we have there, as well as an image on the back of the Claire and Dilophosaurus set, which that Dilophosaurus I am just in love with. Really cannot wait to get a hold of that Dilophosaurus because I think it's one of the nicest that Mattel has released yet. Very cool to see the back of the box again, get a better idea of the figures. But again, thanks to Collect Jurassic, we also have a look at some upcoming smaller basic figures that will be released. I think they're like the 5 or 6 inch basic line. We have a Giganotosaurus as well as a Therizinosaurus. I think we had already known about the Giganotosaurus, but I was totally unaware of the Therizinosaurus prior to this, so that is really exciting to see a Therizinosaurus coming from the smaller basic figures. I love those figures. I'm a bigger fan of the larger 12 inch basics, but the smaller 6 inch ones as well, or 5 inch, whatever they're termed, are definitely fun. These I believe were found at Meijer, so hopefully I'll have an opportunity to pick them up. I don't have any Meijer stores in my state at all, and in fact I've never seen one of those smaller basic figures in my state, period, so the chances are slim, but maybe somebody can help me acquire those when they do officially start hitting Meijer stores everywhere. We have quite a bit of a photo gallery for the Kitchen Encounter pack, as this was the Beyond the Gates reveal for this month and went up for pre-order on Target. Almost instantly sold out, as all of those Target pre-orders usually do, but we have a better look at the Velociraptor as well as the Lex figure, and again, I really think Mattel did a great job on this set. Definitely loving it overall, and I think that the brand new Lex figure is such a welcome addition to so many collections because we've never had a Lex prior, so this is definitely a set that I cannot wait to arrive. Again, thanks to Collect Jurassic, we also have a look at some really cool minis that were recently found, and they're very interesting packaging. We've got 2 different sets here, which we can see. We have a Carnotaurus set, and we also have a Chaotic Cargo set, which appears to have maybe an Allosaurus in there. I'm not positive, but it definitely looks like an Allosaurus. I really like the packaging, and another of the many Jurassic World Dominion sets that are coming out that I cannot wait to get in my hands, which at this point I'm pretty certain I'm going to go bankrupt trying to do. So as of right now, guys, that's all the news I've got. When more comes out, I'll be sure to send it your way, but until then, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.